What's up, everybody? It's YouTube Champion, the World Champion Mercedes. Welcome back to another vlog. But me and Presscott25 here, the boys are back in town for a SummerSlam predictions vlog. As not only is something on the line, but we are seeing who is the best of predictions. And as you guys know, I suck at SummerSlam predicting stuff. So let's hope I have a better year, because we are competing for what is now called the SummerSlam. I mean, the WWE Predictions Championship or Predictions title. For any of them, for All In, SummerSlam. We did pretty good last night, as me and him both predicted the exact same stuff for NXT TakeOver, and we only missed one match. We predicted everything correct besides EC3 versus Velveteen Dream correct. We and him picked Ciampa. Ricochet is now the new NXT North American Champion. The Undisputed Era retained their titles. Kairi Sane is the new NXT Women's Champion. We have EC3 who lost to Velveteen Dream. And we have Tommaso Ciampa, who beat Johnny Gargano in a slight victory. But anyways, we are here for the 13th, maybe 14 matches, as it is rumored for it. But first, we're going to talk about the rumored match. The rumored match is John Cena may be returning to issue a challenge to The Undertaker, which could lead to a match of the rematch of WrestleMania 34.
Undertaker.
As he goes for The Undertaker. Why?
Because Undertaker's a beast, fam. He's the best dude ever, Holmes.
And then I have John Cena, of course. You guys know me. Hi, kids! Swear to God, he could barely breathe in that damn mask.
I only have 2 air holes, and that's my eyes.
But we have 13 matches on here, as you guys already know. Alright, Gulak and Cedric Alexander go for the Cruiserweight title in the pre-show, which happens in about 2 hours. Josh, who do you have and why?
For who?
Gulak and Cedric Alexander.
I want Cedric to win, but he's had it for a while. And I think Gulak's been doing pretty good on 205. So I think he's going to win it. And I hope my voice is getting picked up, because it's loud as shit in my ears. So, yeah.
And I got Gulak as well. As he said, Cedric Alexander's had the title since WrestleMania. He's had stuff with Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali. He's had a rivalry with Hideo Itami.
Mustafa Ali to get it, but he didn't make the cut.
Exactly. And he's apparently injured so far. And Gulak I've been talking about ever since Enzo Amore had the title. That Gulak should be awesome as Cruiserweight Champion, and especially with his character now, I see a lot more for Cedric to do instead of having a Cruiserweight title. I can see Gulak.
You want to see what's going to happen to me if Braun Strowman loses his Money in the Bank?
And there you have it. We'll have a death on the channel. So,
I almost broke my damn neck.
So the next match we're going to talk about is Rusev and Lana on the pre-show versus Andrade Cien Almas versus Zelina Vega. Who you got winning and why?
This is the Rusev match?
Yes. Mixed tag match.
You see, I want Rusev Day to happen because Rusev deserves a fucking chance. Because Rusev is beast mode, and yeah. So, don't you agree Rusev deserves something?
He does, but
he's been through a lot.
He's now being promoted from main event star who fought AJ Styles in Extreme Rules to fighting in the kickoff with his wife.
That's demoted. That's not promo.
Like, he went from being the undefeated guy for a year, from being a rookie in NXT to being United States champion for about a year.
Rusev is still on SmackDown.
Till he lost it to John Cena.
Yeah.
Then started having stupid feuds with Randy Orton and Roman Reigns.
I remember back in like 2015 on SmackDown and shit, and he was always like messing with people. My head's not.
And then now he's being demoted to the pre-show matches when he was in almost the main event of Extreme Rules.
When he beat by the Undertaker.
And then he got beat by The Undertaker.
In the casket match.
But you might think Rusev and Lana might win this, but I think Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega might win this because Aiden English might get interfered, and I feel like they're going to start an Aiden English-Rusev rivalry and start it at Hell in a Cell. Yeah, Hell in a Cell's the next pay-per-view, so...
Is it?
Yeah, Hell in a Cell's the next pay-per-view. It was in December last year, but now it's in September because they're going to do it all pre-show, and I think TLC's happening in December this year.
Oh.
Because then Survivor Series happening in November.
Cool.
All right, next match we're going to talk about the Raw Tag Team Championships will be on the line as the B Team will be taking on the Revival, Dash and Dawson versus Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Who you got winning and why?
I have the Revival because the B Team sucks ass. That's no explanation, they just suck.
I have B Team winning. I feel like they're going to pull out something. I feel like the Revival doesn't need tag team titles now. I feel like they'll win it on Raw sooner or they'll win it at Hell in a Cell. Either then or now. But I feel like Revival should win the titles. They were dominant as NXT tag team champions until they lost it to DIY. But then they haven't had good starts ever since they got injured. So, yeah, I'd say I go for the B Team.
So, my boy Trinity here. He's going for that B Team, bro, because he wants that backup.
Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Who you got? Why?
I have Finn Balor because I don't like Constable Baron Corbin, man. He's retarded, he's judgmental, and he's bald.
Hey, Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch is bald.
So he's cool. And I haven't seen him with hair. Baron Corbin looks better with hair.
And I got Finn Balor too because I want this rivalry to end.
It's a stupid rivalry.
It is. Went from a cool rivalry with him as bald starting as Constable, which actually started pretty good, until the midget house happened. I got you in your own personal locker room, a little tiny dollhouse. I swear to God, Finn Balor was awesome with that. And another thing that's going to happen is Elias swears to perform his greatest song ever at SummerSlam. But me and Josh both think Bobby Lashley will interfere and interrupt the song.
Bobby Lashley. His Elias house. And he looks like a monkey. Hashtag not racist, but Dennis, his facial structure is that of a monkey. His eyes bulge out like a monkey.
Well, he used to have eyebrows. He used to have eyebrows back in like ECW days. But next match we have is the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles will be on the line. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan will defend their titles against the New Day.
New Day.
Who you got and why?
I want the New Day to win because they got bullshit. I can't see you.
Take out the mask if you have to. God.
I want the New Day to win, but I held down the Bludgeon Brothers because WWE and Vince McMahon are pushing them to be like the ultimate heel tag team and shit and dominate everyone. But if the New Day wins, I'm gonna be happy and sad at the same time. But like, yeah, because Pancake Power and Booty-O's.
I feel like the New Day will win. Bludgeon Brothers have had enough, and they're barely getting enough stuff to do ever since they beat Team Hell No. And funny thing is, I agree with him for the ultimate heel tag team, but they should be a group. As me and him agreed last night during NXT TakeOver that when Tommaso Ciampa goes to the main roster, he should join with the Bludgeon Brothers and become the Blackheart family.
See, I was going to show y'all the pictures that I had of Bobby Lashley's face and a monkey, but I deleted it.
And then the U.S. title will be on the line. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. And there is a rumor that Randy Orton will be joining that match. Who you got winning and why?
Well, me, the title, I have Shinsuke. Because Randy Orton is going to come in and they'll blow everyone.
But if Orton gets added, who you got why?
If Orton gets added, I think I had Orton, didn't I?
Pretty sure you did, yeah.
Because Orton is the Viper and he's going to RKO everyone.
And
I just like Orton better than both of them. I have no real reason to choose Orton other than I like him and I want him to win again.
And I got Shinsuke to win, even though I love Jeff Hardy to death. And I would love to see Jeff win back the U.S. title and go on to do better things, but I feel like Shinsuke is going to win. It's the easiest prediction ever, besides one other match. And if Orton comes in, I have Orton winning because I feel like there would be a Jeff Hardy-Randy Orton rivalry to go happen again. Or there could be the Shinsuke goes on with the U.S. title and does something else. Maybe with Rusev for the U.S. title. I don't know.
Rusev deserves a title.
He deserves a WWE Championship, but not when AJ has it. Because there's a rumor that Miz might be going for the title this year. And if he wins it, I don't care. Rusev can take it. But with AJ holding it, I don't want AJ to leave the title. Daniel Bryan versus Miz. Who you got? Why?
I have the Miz because I don't remember why I chose him. But the Miz, I think he has a shot at beating Daniel Bryan because he's been bullied. And he just got a TV show, and him winning a title would, it's not a title match.
It's not a title match, it's a non-title match, it's just a regular one-on-one.
If it was a title match, it would promote his show a lot better. But, I'm thinking of this as a business standpoint. It's a dream match, right?
Kinda is, yeah.
8 years in the making type shit or something like that?
Yeah, 8 years in the making ever since NXT.
I think it's a 50-50 chance, equal amount for them to win, either one of them to win, but I just chose the Miz because I feel like he's going to do something sneaky.
And I got the Miz as well. I feel like this rivalry can continue, especially now that they finally are doing the rivalry. Daniel Bryan, they need Miz to win to also promote the show, Miz and Mrs. Also to keep the rivalry going and keep Miz on his own standpoint. Not just to end the rivalry and say, oh, I finally beat you. No, to keep this rivalry going. They need to keep going with this, and I feel like Miz would win this.
Yep.
The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line. Carmella will be facing Becky Lynch and Charlotte, defending her title. Who you got and why?
I have Charlotte because she's a Flair, and she's beast, and I like her a lot, and I believe that she can win.
And I have Charlotte going on as well. I feel like Charlotte needs to win this and then have a rivalry with Becky. Charlotte needs to either turn heel or Becky needs to turn heel, and then this rivalry needs to keep going. If Carmella wins this, there's just no point in doing either. They need to have a women's title match between Charlotte and Becky, just one-on-one, while Carmella goes on to do something else. Maybe team up with the Iconics.
Who, Charlotte?
Carmella.
Oh, fuck no. She's going to ruin it. She's going to ruin the beautiful Australian beauty. Beauty is what I meant to say, not beauty.
Bruty.
I was going to say beauty. I think they're a lesbian couple, but he says no.
The Money in the Bank is on the line. Braun Strowman goes up against Kevin Owens. Who you got and why? He always goes for Braun. It's almost like
because he's my workout goals.
So, Finn's my workout goal.
I want abs. I want beast mode power. My head's on sideways. My hair's in my eyes. I lost my bobby pins. No, wait, they went through the drawing.
And I have Braun Strowman going. I feel like they're not going to take it off Braun because of the Mr. Monster in the Bank stuff.
Everyone likes Braun better.
And he needs to win, and Kevin's going to do whatever it takes to...
I bet Jinder's going to show up.
Jinder might. No, if anything, Sami Zayn shows up more. Or Jinder, yeah. Jinder might show up. But Sami's out for a year, but he might show up on a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Like,
we never know.
Chuck a wheelchair.
And the Intercontinental title will be on the line as Dolph Ziggler will face Seth Rollins with Drew McIntyre in his corner and Dean Ambrose and Seth in his corner. Who you got? Why?
I have Seth and Dean because, it's always good to have a maniac.
You mean a lunatic?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Same shit, really.
And I got Dolph Ziggler. I feel like Drew will try to get into this. Dean will try to act like he's got it, and then Dean's going to turn heel. I feel like Dean will turn heel on Seth Rollins either after the match when he wins the title or Dolph wins it, and then Dean turns heel.
He might turn on Roman.
Either way. He might turn on both.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it somehow will happen.
Because he got that new, that basic heel haircut, the buzz cut.
And the Raw Women's title will be on the line. Alexa Bliss will be facing Ronda Rousey. Who you got and why?
I have Ronda because she's the baddest woman on the planet. And I'm 100% sure my voice is getting picked up. I hope y'all can hear me because I'm yelling, but it sounds a lot louder in my head, so...
And I have Ronda Rousey, of course. She is my celebrity crush for 1. For 2, she's going to rip that arm off Alexa Bliss.
My celebrity crush is Bailey.
And 3.
I love you some Bailey.
And 3. And 3, Ronda Rousey needs to win this after she almost beat Nia Jackson, ripped that arm off. Alexa Bliss needs to be the second one to have her arm off. Now, the WWE Championship will be on the line as the phenomenal AJ Styles will defend his title against the Samoa Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. The TNA rivalry happens. Who you got and why?
I have AJ Styles because I saw some promotion with him and shit like that. I was watching a bunch of things on YouTube, and there's a bunch of leaked shit for like after like Hell in a Cell shit. And there's rumors that he's still going to have the championship. I don't know if he's going to lose it and gain it back. But I think he's going to keep it against Samoa.
And I got AJ Styles as well. I feel like AJ, since he's on the cover of 2K19, they're going to want to promote him a lot more. And yeah, because of all that stuff, I feel like they might keep the title on him. Yeah. But a lot of people feel like Samoa Joe might win this, but I want Samoa Joe to win it to promote this and keep the rivalry going between AJ Styles and Joe, but
2K18 Samoa gets on my damn nerves.
But Joe does not deserve it now. He maybe wait for a year, as AJ Styles is now the longest reigning SmackDown champion in history as WWE champion, and he needs to take out Punk's reign as champion, even though Punk's reign was awesome, and AJ needs to keep this title until he beats Punk's reign, which is going to be in November, right before Survivor Series.
And I'm going to just throw this in there. Triple H needs to take over the main roster.
After what he saw in NXT TakeOver, he now agrees.
It was like with this aggression era, and I love it.
He finally agrees with how NXT is. I finally have been trying to ask him to watch NXT.
Too.
Huh?
I think you convinced Razor.
I convinced Razor, definitely.
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, the Universal Championship will be on the line. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman in his corner will defend against Roman Reigns. The big dog! Who you got and why?
I have the big dog because he deserves it. Because Roman, and because they've been like doing all this shit, getting on my nerves, and Roman Reigns is the true Universal champion.
After Greatest Royal Rumble.
His feet landed first.
We all were pissed off when Brock was told he won the title. He retained the title at Greatest Royal Rumble.
I want Brock Lesnar to go to the UFC and get knocked out.
And I have Roman Reigns as well. I feel like Paul Heyman might turn his back on Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns might either become a Paul Heyman guy or spear Paul Heyman out of his boots. And then Roman Reigns needs to win this title to end this rivalry so Brock can leave and go to Fight Camp and fight for the UFC title against Daniel Cormier in January. Because if Brock retains his title, Brock's leaving for a long time. He's not coming back until that UFC fight's done.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want Brock Lesnar to leave SummerSlam without the Universal title, have him concentrate on there. It would be funny to see him with the Universal title around his waist at UFC 237. I don't know what number they're on, but they're so under 200. They're like 227, I think.
Vince McMahon should have bought the UFC when it was for sale.
There you go.
But he didn't listen to Shane.
But then Brock Lesnar, it would be cool to see him promote both UFC and WWE all together. But Joe Rogan would have a ball with this, and Dana White would not like it one bit. But Roman Reigns needs to win this title so we can have a better fighting champion as well. And like I said, guys, we're fighting for this title. He's on Snapchat. We're fighting for this title, the Predictions Championship. I am the reigning champion. I told him if he wins, he can keep the title until I come back and fight him for it again. So, until then, we'll see how it goes. I catch this reviewing SummerSlam later tonight. SummerSlam is now live in like a couple hours. 5. Pre-show starts at 5. It is going to be a 7-hour show, so be ready for SummerSlam, guys. Get your pizza, get your soda, get your popcorn, get ready, because this is the biggest event of the summer. Don't miss it. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Presscott25's channel. Link will I'll try to put the link in the description below. If not, I just need to put it on my damn awesome YouTube channel. Shit. And catch SummerSlam happening. Catch Raw every Monday night. SmackDown every Tuesday night. Catch NXT every Wednesday. Go watch NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. It was an amazing show. And be tuned in to NXT UK very soon. And yeah, be ready for all-in predictions, because that'll probably be the next video I either do, or I'll probably wait till I get some Wi-Fi and do a gaming video. So I thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you back kids later.